In ancient times, the sacred mountain was sealed by the dwarf deities with 5 powerful.
Let's skip that boring part and let's dig into business. I need your help.
Hey, where am I? This is a bit different from what I visited earlier.
Hey, come here quick.
Oh, me?
Yes, you.
How dare you to interrupt my story? I am the mountain.
Well, as I was saying, this is the Misty Mountain and has two things about it. One, it's filled with golds and diamonds. And there is some kind of weird magic.
What was the last part?
Instead, you can mine any dwarf streams, and all you need is a pickaxe.
Any dwarf streams?
Well, hello everyone, today it's Wednesday and it is our Lucky Miner stream and we're back and I'm really excited to be here and really happy to be here with all of you. So welcome in, I hope you're having an amazing day. If not, I will try to make it better as usual. We've got some amazing and cool stuff to talk about today. As you know, the Master Liquidity protocol is already live and we will be exploring a lot of it. We will also be making a sort of tutorial or how to get started and then run through a couple of frequently asked questions, run a little bit, go through the ecosystem and just look into some quick stats as well. Then we'll be running as usual our Lucky Miner game, which you'll be granted the chance to become a Lucky Miner when we get to play it. It will be on the sandbox for everyone that's watching and is new on Abstract, because we're also not streaming there, but we shared with that channel. That's something we started, which was on the sandbox. We still build there, and this has become a multi-chain, multi-platform type of project, and we'll explain a little bit on how everything gets connected. You can participate, and through that you'll be able to win also MLP with this type of initiative we have every week. So it's pretty damn amazing if you want to earn some MLP, and I'll explain just in a little bit how it works. That's one thing. Then we'll talk about the mini competition that we have been asked to run. We've got pretty much all ready. We're just waiting to get everything sorted out regarding the Master Liquidity protocol. It's running. It's going really good. So I guess we're coming into a position that we can get that started. Now, shall we get started? I think so. And how's everyone doing? Everyone's really quiet today. Come on. Aren't you guys excited for today, which is a really damn awesome day to have things running? By the way, I apologize to the trains that they just keep on coming. Now, we have here MLP.fund. Let me get shared across all platforms so you can see it. Everyone that's watching us over X, YouTube, or Twitch. Now, this is our newest website, Master Liquidity Protocol, MLP.fund. And how does it work? What is this? So MLP, the Master Liquidity Protocol, it's a protocol that reinvests on itself. 100% of what it makes, it reinvests on itself. Hey, Alier, LFM, let's freaking go. And what does it do? The protocol has multiple pairs with different, let me go over here. It has different pairs with different tokens. So we're running on Abstract chain. We have Ethereum, Pengu, Big, Abster, and USDC. So these would be the pairs or the tokens that have the most volume right now. We want to have as many as possible, but they need to be expressive. They need to be big enough to actually capture some volume. Because we're fueling the system with indirect trades. And what does that mean? It means that we're sort of a middleman that actually gets a better rate when traders are trading token A to token B. And sometimes going through MLP is actually the best rate they will get. And the way that the router fetches and sends out the trades, they will see A little bit goes through here, the other little bit goes through there, the other little bit goes through the other way. Hey Fred, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Okay, so we have all of that, and as we can see from that, we have $446 in 24-hour volume on the ETH pool. We've got $300 in 24 hours on the Pengu, 360 on the Big, 306 on the Abster, and 209 on the USDC. Now the USDC is the newest one, so it has not even completed 24 hours. I would expect that this kind of matches up with what we're seeing here in terms of the average ratio. But I'm really happy because this volume, having at least $300 volume on each pair, is sort of a really sweet spot to be, and I'll explain that later. So in 24 hours, we can see we have $1,625, and the fees generated so far during this 24-hour period has been $4.88. Now, when I say that 100% of what it makes will go back to the protocol, so this is how it gets distributed. Half of it will be compounded back into the liquidity pool. So half of this would be $2.44, will be distributed through all of these pools and will be added. So it's growing little bits. Every day it's always growing. And the other half will be used to buy back the token. So it will have this little buy, but it's going to push the price of the token up. And it will be distributed then through the staking mechanism. So right now we have, I'm not connected, so let me connect with EVM wallet, so my MetaMask. I know a lot of you have been struggling. There's been a couple of differences. So this is how much I've participated during the pre-sale, and also I keep purchasing. Also, I'll be purchasing a little bit to explain how that works. Yeah, it doesn't say here how much I got after the pre-sale, but either way, I can show it on my badge. I got here, early adopter, enthusiast. Also, the badges, they're back. Supporter, contributor. I didn't manage to get to the 5,000, so no one did. So I removed those, the last two, because no one actually achieved those. Now I'm getting here with the staking. I'm already an Orca, going myself into the way of to be a Leviathan. And then next week, I hope we can get the trading badges live. I've been working that on the back end, tracking some stuff here on the leaderboard. Still working on this. I'm getting some more data because I want to make sure it's ready. So I was talking about staking. So from yesterday purchase, that's already on the deposit and it's being distributed. The rewards, they're distributed through a space of 100 days. That's how it works. So today there's going to be another purchase, which will be then distributed for another 100 days. And will accumulate on top of what was given yesterday. Tomorrow it's going to happen the same for the day after tomorrow, so on and so on and so on. So these estimated API will keep growing and growing and growing. And after 100 days, I think we will reach this sort of plateau. So this will be a place that, okay, probably this is the stable API, and depending on the fluctuation of volume, if we have more indirect trades from here, as you can see, we will have more fees being generated and the API can go a little bit higher or lower. But for the first 100 days, I would expect that just only keep getting higher until it reaches that plateau, which gives also some sort of stability for anyone that's trying to look out what's their outcome on staking. So for the next 3 months, it will be just going up on the rewards and then it will stabilize and probably will keep going as the protocol grows. It also will attract more trades. While attracting more trades, it also generate more fees. And I'm really happy to see how this is playing out. It's working. We could be questioning if it was going to work. I also, of course, had my own doubts. I was expecting for us to raise a little bit higher during the pre-sale, and I was a little bit concerned that with that we would not be fetching or catching that many trades, but hey, it's working, so from here it can only get better as the protocol grows. Now, I wanted to show some stats as well, since the protocol went live. Let me try to grab that. I have here my spreadsheet that I want to open, which is to tell how much the pool started and how much they have accumulated. Because these sort of acts like a fund, I would guess, because we're also accumulating all of these other tokens. It also has that value because we are accumulating other tokens into our liquidity pairs. Now, this is pretty damn cool. I'm gonna add probably here a button to say buy MLP. I've got here all of this stuff on how to create a client. I'm gonna do that later on down the road for today. Also, what we have here, we have our Twitter page, which if you're not doing it yet, please do follow. That's quite important. And going back here, so either you have a MetaMask, Coinbase, Brave wallet, I don't know, any type of wallet which is Ethereum virtual machine compatible, MetaMask for example, you would click there, you would sign, and you will go into the website like I was. So if you have an abstract wallet, it will get you a pop-up, you will approve and get yourself there, and voila, it is there. Now, if you have not claimed your tokens from the pre-sale, you can come to the pre-sale and this will be highlighted for you to claim, and it will show how much is your participation. When you do claim, these resets and gets to 0. Once you do that, you'll see your MLP balance, and to get yourself your staking rewards, you go over to stake. For example, I have 2 left to stake, so I'm going to do 1. I need to approve that MLP, so I'm going to approve. This means that you're allowing to spend 1 MLP into the staking smart contract. Now, the way that we have designed, we have a liquid type of token. So it has said approve, and now you can see approved amount. You did change. You have to see here that it changes, and then I'm going to click on stake. It will trigger again a new pop-up, and I will click on approve. I just take it like 2-3 seconds for it to refresh, just to make sure it has all the right data loaded, and I click on it, I do it. These should reset to 0. You can see currently stake 91, available 1, and also I got the green check. So that's how you stake it. While you're staking, then when you go to rewards and prizes, you can see your staked amount and your pending rewards. So if you want to claim your rewards, you should just go. I'm gonna go to the other one because it has a little bit more. So I'm gonna sign out, connect my EVM wallet. Oh, hang on. Trying to do too much of logging in, logging out. Let me just refresh the page for a quick second. Page unresponsive. Okay, just wait a little second for it to load up. So while it loads, I'm gonna go over here. We can see the page is growing. It's grabbing some traction, which is pretty cool. We can see the numbers going up. This has almost 30 likes. So it's been seen 600 times. I would say we've been able to get some reach here, and we will keep that way. So we have Zealy quests, which will be drafting the winners real soon. In case you want to participate and you want to know how to get on how to help as well to spread out, this is the Zealy quest. They're very important. It helps to congregate all the information that we're trying to raid and just spread the info we put out there. Now, let me check another cool thing, which would be the token holders. So for MLP, we've got 26. And for SMLP, which is the staked version of MLP, we've got 24. So right now, we have 50 holders of MLP. That is really cool. Let's keep on the way to 100s. And then we'll get to 200s. So on. You know the drill. All right, what I wanted to check. DAB, this is the staking smart contract. And I can see we have 966. So this is the liquidity pool from MLP to SMLP. This one. And I can see that we have about 4%, 3.4% already staked of the total supply, which is pretty damn cool. As you know, we have a really small amount of supply. It's only 1 million tokens. We don't need more than that. And looking here, what I wanted to tell you about this, how the protocol works, it's pretty cool. As you can see, we have all of these transactions. A lot of them just come from indirect trades. And what happens is when someone buys a token, for example, we got this at 15.14, right? And it was a $1 purchase. As the protocol gets bigger, we should be able to handle bigger transactions. For example, we have $1, $8, cents, literally, $1, $4, 1.7, 2, 6, 7. Now this was a 13, was a big one. 83 cents, $2, 11, 9, 3, 7, 16. That was the biggest one. It was handling 14, 11, 10. Yeah, so within that range, which is kind of sort of what I was expecting. As the protocol grows bigger and has more liquidity, it will also take bigger trades. The bigger trades also generates more fees. We have all of these pairs set up. For example, let's go over Pengu. We are at 15, 14, right? Let's see what happened during also that time. This was at 15. It was a couple of sales, yeah. Also, we're watching from MLP to USDC, and in that viewpoint, you know that Ethereum has been falling for the couple 24 hours. But if we see this from the Ethereum standpoint, kind of looks a little bit different, right? A little bit different chart. Looks way better with Ethereum. So what I was saying is I was trying to look for the transaction that was 1412. Maybe it was this one. So it bought on one side and it sold on the other one. Again, this is with USDC, this is with Ethereum. And I kind of like to see with Ethereum because literally tells a different story. Okay, 1514, this was the transaction. So it was with Appster. It sold Appster. It sold MLP for Appster, so that is one sale. Let me check USDC. No, it was that one. So it was Appster and Ethereum. Exactly. Perfect. So what happened with this transaction? It was partially a transaction. Let me try to actually view the transaction to show this. Yeah, see, there's a lot of things happening. I'm going to do net transfers because it's way simpler to understand. Scroll for more. So this was, it received Appster, went through Ethereum, wrapped Ethereum. So this went through one liquidity pool to do 167. These other parts did, so received, sent. It sent also this part, sent this amount of Appster, and we got 3.76 on MLP from this transaction. You see here, MLP? That was doing all of this. So this was actually someone that with Ethereum purchased MLP and with MLP sold Appster. That's what happened within that. And with those, we got these two transactions, and we are earning fees from these transactions. The trade had nothing to do with us, but we get to win from it. So the protocol works. It doesn't need anyone to be tracking. Right now, I do have to make manually the gathering the fees and then distribute all of the fees, compound, buyback, distribute. But I'm working on a smart contract to do all of that stuff, and it's on a already good spot, I would say. So once that is done, eventually, every day at the same hour, it will just be automatic. Or I make like a sort of community button that anyone can trigger if it meets certain criteria. Like, does it have these amount of fees? Yes, then claim it and do all of these. All right, let me check here. It's still, come on, hard refresh. Let's go. Do something here. By the way, if you have any questions, do let me know in the chat. I'll be happily answering those. Okay, let's exit this page. Screw it. Here we go. That was easy. Connect MetaMask. So what I was trying to say here was the claiming the reward. So I've got already 0.01 MLP from yesterday reward distribution. Now I'm going to do this today. The estimated API should grow to 0.02 or 0.3. And we'll keep going as that. Elko Zero, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Clicking on claim rewards. And when you claim, they're automatically staked because the staking works with the staked MLP. So it just tracks how much you've got. You saw here. You just changed. You got a little bit more, and you might stake them out. Immediately working. It's already staked. It's already earning the more rewards. Pretty easy. We got the bingo card. As you can see, we got all of these badges. On the 1st of the month of November, it will be launched a new bingo card. So this was sort of just a trial to see how everything was working. It's looking really good. So far, this is going good. I still need to get, yeah, this is what I see that you also do not see. We're going to get the leaderboard for the weekly competitions, for the trading competitions. Play game for fun. How is it going? I'm good and super excited. Talking about here the massive liquidity protocol, doing some sort of how-to and frequently asked questions on how to do stuff. So we just kind of run through that, honestly. But let me know if you have any questions. I was also explaining how the protocol works. For example, we just got another purchase here by $12, almost 13. Let's see what also. So what happens is when there's a purchase and a sale, it kind of messes up with all the liquidity that we have available. So this was 15.32. So it was also buying here. So probably this was just a token purchase, maybe 15.32. Oh, not this. I don't want to copy. Let's go over Pengu. It also bought here. So when you're also purchasing the token, it doesn't purchase just solely on one token. It kind of splits through all. The same for selling. So when you're selling, you're just not selling on one specific pool. It does through all of this, as you can see. USDC also did the same, which is pretty damn cool. I love it. So far, Ethereum changed from 4,000 to 380. $800, while we're still holding with 44 cents. So very, very good. I think that creating the USDC pair right here was a really smart choice. The Retsba and the Poly pairs, they will come active when it triggers a certain price point. This was not producing enough results here. It was not giving us what we needed. We need volume right now to have these transactions, and it was just not competing against the others. It was really underwhelming, and at least at this point we need pairs that are really performing well in terms of the volume. So myself, I want to do another one. I wanted to showcase and kind of explain that. So I'm gonna try to do this and import this type of stuff into the website, so I have this interface right here, so it makes it easier for you to buy the token. But for example, I use Relay Link, which is the site I was telling you all to bridge the tokens to abstract and then to participate on the pre-sale. So I got a couple of big. I just wanted to showcase how we do it. I'm gonna trade 3.8 big, and you can see slippage actually very, very slow, or very low, 0.23. It's not that much. Approve and swap. I'm gonna do that transaction. I'm gonna confirm, get my MetaMask poppin', I approve it, and then I confirm the transaction. It does real quick, 5.84, and if we would be looking here, it was through big pair. It should show, since it was not that big, yep, it is right here. Looking good. So every day, the protocol will be buying back the token. For example, liquidity pools, we have 1,636. Total fees generated so far in the last 24 hours have been almost $5. So 2.5 will be to buy back the token, distribute to stakers. At today's price, that will be, let me grab my calculator real fast. Oh, this just updated. So $1,700 volume with 5.13. So yeah, let's do that. 5.13 divided by 2. So $2.56. Oh, actually, we got the calculator right here. Nice. At today's price, so 0.44, I guess, we're gonna buy back 5 tokens, almost 6, and these will be distributed through the staking mechanism. Now, might look small numbers, right? But again, let me do another math. Why did I close? this is what I want to happen or expect to happen. Stay with me. So we would be generating, this is a really sweet spot. We would be generating $5 with fees, which let's put it to 2.5. Every day we're buying back the token and also we're compounding into the liquidity pools. So every day multiplied by 30 days. This is $75 per month. Multiplied by 12. So per year we're compounding $900. We're compounding, so adding to the liquidity pool, and also we have done buybacks of $900 to the MLP token and distributed through staking. We have started the protocol with 1.6761 Ethereum raised. That was roughly $5.5 thousand. So if we're raising 900 from the protocol, from the fees, and we have raised this much, oh, hang on. It means that we're getting, oh shit. What was that? Okay, let's do it again. 900 divided by 5,000. Okay, that's more like it. So we're having a growth of 16% per year. I would say, and this is just simple, it's not with compounding effects. So having a growth of 16% per year, it is really good, I would say. It's because it's growing 16% on the liquidity side, so we have more that available. And we're also on the buyback side. If we look this into, so 1.16, let's say that we've started with this. So if it has grown 1.16, that's end of the first year. That's the end of the second year. End of third. End of fourth. And so in 5 years, this is not taking account compounding, but if it just stays like that, in 5 years it has doubled. I would assume that's going to be way faster than that, honestly. But just using this, I would be very happy with how these would go. Just solely with this, it just works enough. And it becomes bigger and bigger every year. So it's faster and it's easier. So really happy. We can see here almost $500 on this pair. 336, 356, 336 and 56, 44, 211. So pretty good. I'm happy with this. It's all running as expected. So what else am I missing here also to cover? Don't forget to do LFM. Type in the chat if you're watching from Twitch, !LFM, and you can fill it up, that Google form. And by doing that, you can become a lucky miner that towards the end of the stream, we will be playing on the Misty Mountain, which I do have some news also to share. And you'll be able to win prizes with MLP, which is pretty damn insane. Alright, I think I've kind of covered it all, right? Hey Bitfox, who is the winner of the Zealy campaign? It has not been rolled yet. I'm probably going to leave it towards the end of the week, because on the beginning of the next week we will have another campaign. I'm hoping to have the leaderboard function ready by Sunday, and it will begin on Monday at midnight. So I kind of want to roll from one to the other. I think right now the Zealy campaign is still very, very important to run as it is. Now the Zealy campaign, let me check here. So it's going to be 2% of what we have raised. 2% is going to be, so 16, 161 will be 323 MLP, sort of, which is really good. But yeah, it will run until Sunday, then we'll roll, and on Monday we'll start a new one to spread out the leaderboards that I've been working on the background, and I hope to have everything smooth and ready by next week. Until then, we have right now LFM. You can fill it up, that form, and we'll be doing a run on the Misty Mountain on the sandbox. Okay, right here, let's just kind of take a look. So something happened. I'm not sure why. How did it change from here to here with the purchase? But I guess this is kind of funky how all of this stuff works. And I do enjoy understanding how transaction, all of that happens. So there must be like, yep. And also you can see that it kind of goes from the Ethereum price, the average. I think this is what dictates the most, the price of things. So it also bought here, 150. Sometimes the pools, although it kind of looks like this, there's a candle. If you look at Ethereum, it shows a very much stable, and sometimes it's just changing some funds to one pool to the other. I just see pretty much purchases. So there was a sale here, but again another purchase. So it's kind of weird to tell. This is 1170. It's a little bit higher than the other one. And USDC, we've got here another purchase. It's also 1178. So this kind of looks different. It's funky. It's dynamic. I kind of like it. So yeah, it kind of shows differently. 1174. So this one, I think it was this one, 1150. So on the big side, it's looking a little bit. So hot 15. Hey, look here. We're in the banner. Another thing I want to do next would be, oh, not profile. Another thing I want to do next is, this one's, they're linked to Dex Screener, and so far I know how the abstract portal works is actually they get their feeds from Dex Screener. So I need to pay up this thing to get all of our information, logo, and get it all beauty and all of that stuff. You said that LFM rewards is MLP, so maybe my wallet address is wrong. It's in the Sand wallet. Do you need the abstract one? Yes. So you need to delete my entry. Will do. Oh yeah, this is for MLP, so you need to give your wallet to receive MLP. Let me check here real quick. Let me delete your entry. Not sure how I can do that. Can I delete it from here? If not, you can DM me the wallet address. I'm not sure if I can just straight up delete clear. Oh, delete row. Nah, it doesn't update like that. Bitfox, just DM me your the correct wallet address. Let's go that way. Hey Wicked, how is it going? Welcome, welcome. Good to see you too. Alright, so as I was saying, I'm gonna pay also this up to get all of these data correctly. I was missing. Okay, now I remember what I wanted to do. So on these websites, like for example this one and this one, these are probably two of, let's say, whatever type of Dex Screener, Dex tools, Dex watching, whatever you use. You come here, and for example, Community Trust. This is something you can vote. Vote there. Get it a like. It will help to build trust as well. So for example, here, you have like Rocket, Fire, Poo, and Flag. Let's say put it on Rocket and Fire, as they're good. These type of voting, they will help a lot. And do not forget that we have multiple pairs. So I'm pretty sure that all of this stuff, so for example, if I do this like this, I'm gonna get all the pairs. So this would be one. Second one, also voting. Third one, for example, also voting good. On here, it's pretty much the same, I would guess. So we go here. For example, US. This is one is what Ethereum. You go to USDC, and from here also just click on this one. Verification in progress. I would have to log in, which I'm not right now. Oh, actually, I don't need. Cool. So there you go. Go there, deck screener, and kind of vote on all of those. I think these type of actions, these type of stuff really helps out in getting the token noticed by the abstract team. Also getting that verified in the portal, and within being verified on the portal, it will also start getting experience points towards abstract chain, which I think it's going to be a big must. And eventually we'll get there, I believe, with the work we've been pulling. And you know us at the Pickaxe Master, we've been working non-stop for the past 4 years, literally, and things are starting to shape up real nicely for the next 4 years to come. And I think that this is just a giant milestone for everything that's about to come next. Okay, Bitfox, just got your DM with your wallet address updated, so I'm just gonna copy here to change it. This is for MLP. Make sure that the wallet you submit on the form is the wallet that is for abstract. Double check. If you've submitted your wallet, a different one that is not for abstract, just let me know so we can change it. Hey Touch, how is it going? Welcome. You still on time to press !LFM, enter that lucky miner, and the prizes will be in MLP. So I was just talking about going to Dex Screener or, for example, Dex Tools, and just use that to, like here, community. Oh, actually on top of that, probably we're not seeing. So here you would be clicking on that to build community trust. That's going to be important. People look into this. Here, these emojis will be like, is it flag token? Is it rocket token? Is it, so this, people are bullish, they like it, they trust. Here it's like, this is scammy, this is a poo type of token. So go there, put your vote, that's gonna really help out. And when you do that, do across all the different pools we have. For example, this is with Ethereum, and there's all the multiple ones we have right now. Last thing before we go, so I get some time for everyone to fill up the form, I want to go to some really nice data over here, which is how we started and how we going. Let me check here. What is this multiplying with? This multiplies with that. And this multiplies with that. Okay, I think I'm doing something wrong here. Yeah. Okay, perfect. So we started the Ethereum pool with 0.48. Right now it has 0.53. That is a good raise. Now, Pengu, we started the liquidity pool with 57,000 tokens. Right now, we own 64. That is also really nice. Big, we started our LP with 1,500 tokens. Right now, we have 2,000 tokens. Really nice increase. Abster, we started with 105,000. Right now, we have 123,000. Also very good. Now USDC, we started with $995. We have $994.6. So literally 0.4 cents difference that we have lost on this pool. Hey, I'm happy with that. We're accumulating all of these other tokens. So yeah, we own more of all the abstract ecosystem, which is also supporting other projects, which is also supporting other tokens. Now, this is going to be rather also interesting when we get the possibility to bridge also to SandChain and become a multi-chain type of token that was always in the roadmap. But I guess having SandChain announcing its own blockchain and releasing just makes super sense for us to be there first before going to mainnet. And what we have here is on supporting the chain, supporting different projects to thrive as well by providing liquidity, and us just doing our own thing, which is literally, I wouldn't say nothing, because we just have liquidity available and trades just happen for themselves. We don't have to do anything. Like you can see here, trades just go back and forth, buying and selling because we provide liquidity. It's going to be pretty cool as members and users have their own tokens over Sandchain, and from what I understand, they're going to have all of them pairings with Sand, and it will be cool for us then to have be this middle type of token as well, which will be able to support, let's say, for example, the Weezyverse, they launch a token. We would be able to create a pair with MLP, Sand, Ethereum, and for example, the Weezys type of token, or for example, the Fungi token or Andy token. Let's say, literally anyone will be able to launch a token, I guess, on the Sand chain, and it will be a way to support that, and especially through voting, because I believe it will be a much more mature project by then. The community will be able to decide, like, hey, let's support this. It is a trustworthy creator. We want to be part of this. We want to support. We want to add liquidity to that token, and you also will be able to decide through that. So it is cool. It's a win-win. We can help others providing liquidity. We also win because we get transactions going back and forth, and we earn the fees. It compounds into the liquidity pools, buys back the token, and distributes rewards. So it's literally a win-win situation for everyone. And I'm really happy with that, because it just goes running forever and everyone wins at it. And 100% of what the protocol makes goes to the protocol. For example, myself, as a founder, as a team member, I get nothing from the protocol working, except just more work. But I kind of enjoy what I do. I had to participate. Like all of these tokens you would be seeing here, this was me purchasing. I had to spend my own money to do that. And on top of that, I also put my own money just to update these type of things, and also this. So yeah, I just want to see these succeed, and to leave something that will be long-lasting for the future, that I'll be able to look around and see like, hey, I left this for everyone, sort of trying to make the world a better place. Someone and anyone can join in and just have something that compounds and accrues value over time. All right. So I'm gonna sign out here. Let me put here. It just keeps growing. Either people buying or selling, it doesn't matter. It's always producing fees, and fees is what we care. Supposedly, when I'm streaming and doing all of that, I cannot tell that if it's a good or bad investment, because this is literally not financial advice. This is more educational. This is a project that's been done with its own purpose, which is just being its own cycle. So on my end, I cannot say that, but everyone has their own opinions. I just try to explain my best how everything works. Okay, we have about 15 minutes left, so I guess we're going to roll. Who gets to be the first lucky miner? I'm not sure if we have even time to have more lucky miners. Wheel of names. Any question you have, don't hesitate to put it in the chat. Also, if you want to purchase more tokens, now you can do it on the open market. You just use whatever decentralized exchange. Personally, I like Relay quite a lot. I'm very surprised. I did not knew them before, but once I've discovered, I've been very surprised positively by what they have been developing. So I kind of almost use this one. I like it a lot, relay.link. To bridge tokens around, to swap tokens. So yeah, this would be one way. If you want to get yourself, just copy the address. Just make sure you have the contract, the right contract address. If you're looking, for example, also on the website, you can search it. You go over frequently asked questions, and here MLP token. You just copy it. You double click, get there, and when you're trying to get here, you paste it, and voila. If you want to buy directly, for example, the staked version of MLP, you can also do that. I need to add the smart contract there. But if you want to buy directly the staked version, you can also just go here and be like, yep, I want to buy this one, the staked version, directly. I would not advise to do that, because you can earn more just from buying the token and then going over staking and then stake the token. But you can do it. It's just there available if you want to do it either way. It's not me to decide what you want to do. Oh, we got an ad going on. Okay, got it. I had this muted. That's why I didn't listen to the ducky. Okay. We have the wheel of names. While we have the wheel of names, I'm going to launch myself. It's getting hot, my computer. I need to push the fans. So sandbox. I'm gonna go over this version on the game maker because the live version has, oh shit, I have to log in. Here we go. I've not checked here for a long time, so my apologies if you said something over YouTube or X, but hello. That ended, perfect. So now we can roll. Let me just double check if anyone filled up the form. It didn't, so I guess this is time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And good luck. Getting myself GameMaker open because I want to run the version that I have on GameMaker, not the live version, because the live version is ready for a competition. We've been asked to run another competition on the Misty Mountain because we have not run for quite some time. What we're going to do is we made a poll to ask what would be a fair price to ask for the competition. So this is going to be a gated competition. You will need the NFT to participate, and it will be put up for sale. It's going to be 50 cents. All the sand that will be raised will be converted into MLP, and the prizes will be distributed in MLP. Having that said, what we're going to do is we're going to get that NFT for sale really soon. We're going to set up a starting date, and yeah, it's going to be about it. OG Misty Mountain. Touchley, congratulations. GG. Congratulations. Let's freaking go. It's been a second since you have been on the stream, so glad you managed to get one. Oh, let's go over here and let's get playing. Misty Mountain. Let's search. Just mountain. Here we go. Misty Mountain Classic. It is a good welcome back. Now I want to get the launcher highlighted, which I guess I'd have to take Brave. Here we go. Perfect. So for everyone that's watching that is new on the channel, that maybe has not typed in yet, we started the Pickaxe Master as a board game. We come from being developers on the real world. Then we started to build games online within and on Web3 within the sandbox. And after learning, also I have an economy background because I went to management school as well. I've also had a huge passion for economy, finance, and after 4 years learning blockchain, tokens, and everything that's happening, we decided to launch our own token, which is the Mass Liquidity Protocol, which is literally a liquidity protocol, and will be used to fuel everything that we do over the blockchain type of games. Now, on the sandbox, that's why we come here. We've spent 4 years building on the sandbox, which we have all of these amazing realm. The Lucky Miner, it's their home. This has been an incredible work through here. And with the Sand Chain launching, I think it will have more blockchain integrations. And I'm very, very positive and eager to see how that will play out. Because it would definitely be the cherry top of the cake if we can finally run our own tokens with the game. Something we have been waiting for quite some time. Can you open the MLP fun page? Yes, I can. Give me a second. Play game for fun. What do you want me to watch? A few moments ago, but I cannot open now. Let me do a hard refresh. No, it's right here. Connecting. Okay, my MetaMask going in. Yeah. Try to do. I'm still getting the MetaMask failed to load error on MLP page. So my suggestion would be try this out, which is a hard refresh that will clear the cache, will clear the cookies on the website, which is Control plus Shift plus R. This is the strongest type of spell you can do in a website. Like you can do F5, it refreshes the page. You can do a hard refresh, which is Control F5. It's even more powerful. But the most powerful spell of them all, it is Control Shift R. It literally refreshes everything. It deletes the cache, the cookies, just fresh new. Okay, I'm gonna equip myself with some stuff. Touch. What do you want to mine today? What type of block do you want to mine today? I want to get a pickaxe. Stone. Okay, I'm gonna need more power. More power than that for stone. Stone it is. Magma. No, we don't have magma on this map. Magma was too broken, I guess. Last time I couldn't figure how to get there. No, we've taken magma for now. It was not making too much sense to have magma at this stage. Alright, everyone watching the stream, please type in good luck for our good man Touch and see what type of rewards we can get. This one will be paid out in MLP, so how will it work? We have our own ratio, which is 2000 masters per sand, and we will use whatever sand we have earned to actually buy MLP. So it still goes through the same route. This will calculate how much sand, and the amount of sand will determine how much MLP we will get. Hey CRP, how is it going? So CRP says you can try opening first your MetaMask in expanded view. Then enter MLP website and connect wallets. The issue could be associated with the pop-up. I was facing those problems, but that was the solution for me. That is a good tip. Thank you so much, CRP. That is a really good tip. We just got some gold. Oh, sorry, my bad. I just broke a block I should not have. Oh, we got a sapphire. That's what we need. That's what we want. So Sapphire is good. We have 960 masters, you can see on top. That's pretty much... Oh, shoot. This did not happen for quite some time. Glad we have the ducky. My bad. My bad. It's gone. It's gone. It's done. Now we can see it. But you did miss the sapphire. But you can see on the masters, though. And you can see also from my my expression. That was just sound. It was a narrative. This is a narrative game. So far we're going good. Touch, it's been a second since you have played this, but we have added a new functionality, which is very, very rewarding. That's the refiner. I'm not sure if last time you played, you had already seen the refiner. There's three types of refiners. There's the amateur, the professional, and the industrial. Now, this is kind of a mix of what you put in there, like the input of the resource. For example, we have 5 stone and 1 gravel, saying that the stone is it's a higher quality type of resource than sand. And based on that, it will get the RNG beginning at a certain point. Now, if you would put a stone block on the amateur, you would be getting a guaranteed copper, I think. You would get a guaranteed price. If you get, for example, a stone in a professional refinery, you would get a guaranteed silver. But also the high-end prices. Okay, you already play with that. Perfect. So it's going to be the last one. Which type of refinery you want to use? People have been using this one, the industrial, quite often. It's been paying out some diamonds lately. But you choose. Please keep explaining the type that comes out of each. That part I didn't understand. So let's say that the amateur refinery, it has it goes from coal to, for example, white diamond. Then the professional can go as high as a blue diamond, and the industrial, I think it can go as high as a red diamond. I've never seen a red diamond personally, but we have had blue and white diamonds coming from this one, which is the industrial. Last time I used gem refinery, but didn't do much. No, that's kind of hard one, the gem. There's also the diamond refinery, but I've never seen a diamond drop on that either. Now you just gotta pick one. And do not forget to drink water. So what are we doing? There's no music. Can you hear sandbox music? I can hear the swings. Oh, probably this is not here. Fred said this was a radio. But that's on the live one, I'm pretty sure. My bad. Industrial, let's go. Alright, touch. Most of luck to you. Good luck. Let's start with the gravel. And see if we can win a diamond. Oh, we got nothing refined on this one. That would be sweet if we can get a diamond. Let's go with stone. We have had an emerald, which is good. Emerald is very good. Touch says, I tried with the expanded view open, but when I click sign on MLP page, it's still pulling up the pop-up. We've got gold. And is your MetaMask not loading, right? I know other members are still affected with that. I think it's getting solved and fixed. For me, it's already pretty much like working 90% of the times. Sometimes it rather feels slow, but I would say it's working constantly. Have you tried changing browsers? For example, if you're using Brave, try on Chrome. If you're using Chrome, try on Brave. I don't know. Ooh, 2,000 masters. That is 1 cent already. Let's keep up. We need diamond. That's what we need. Okay, diamond. Diamond. If we all together try to influence the RNG, the system, and we set up our thoughts to look at the refinery and see that it's going to drop a diamond, I think that's going to work. So stay with me. Let's all think diamond. So when you look at this and you're watching that, this is going to get clicked. Just be like, diamond's going to drop. Fuck. Let's try one more time. Get us the freaking diamond. Come on. Okay, gotta focus. I'm visualizing the diamond, a blue one. Blue diamond. I just tried. It was not hurting to try it. But hey, man, touch. GG, congratulations. You just got yourself 2,240 masters. Now, how much is that? I don't know. I need to calculate as well. $224 divided by 2,000, which is our rate. You just earned yourself 1.12. Let's freaking go. Touchly, the wallet address you've put in the form, that is an abstract wallet, right? Because we'll be sending out the prize in MLP. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. Let me see if I can pull this off. This would be interesting. Hang on a second. Let me get this on stream. I need MLP token. There we go. So from the Pickaxe Massa to, and I'm going to choose Polygon. Yes, sand on Polygon. That's it. So 1.12, right? Add gas plus balance. Route swap. Output amount is too small to cover fees required to execute the swap. Okay. So it is just too small. Okay. So in that case, can I go over Ethereum? Yeah, it's not going to work really well. Okay, let's just do the conversion. Let's do the conversion and math. So this says that 1.12 is 0.23 cents. Calculator. So 0.23 cents divided by actually, let me just do it like this. And USDC. So if it was 0.23 cents, you would be getting 0.518. Perfect. We managed to get there. So half MLP. That is not bad. 51.8. Good stuff. But I think I only have staked MLP. So I'll be sending you staked MLP, which is better, I guess. Wait, but I got this. Sending over to touch. Let me just take note over here. How much you want? 0.518 MLP. Boom. Staked MLP. Yep. So that's less transactions for you. And you just get the staked version. Wow. That was a good stream today. I enjoyed it. We covered a lot. Let me know if you have any questions. We have covered the basics on what to do. We have the... Oh, God. When I try to log off and log in real fast, this kind of breaks the website. Yep. See, that's what happens. And then you go back in and we're good. So we covered regarding volume. So we have right now 1,856 of volume, which is really nice. We're getting close to $2,000 in volume in 24 hours. Awesome to see this growing. With that said, I'm gonna ask you through Deck Screener on all the pairs we have to keep voting here on the Rocket. Also on Dex Tools, there's these community votes. Please do also get a like there. You probably didn't see get a like there, here. Just vote it right there. That's gonna help a lot. If you're not following yet, please do a follow here on X and help out to spread the word. This is how you can also bridge Ethereum to abstract, and from there you can also buy MLP on the open market, which again, you've seen how this works, how it plays out. I'll be distributing the next batch of rewards, that with the staked version of MLP. Here staking, you will be able to get it on the rewards, and every day it will keep growing and growing. So right now we have 0.01 API. By next week, when we have the next Lucky Miner stream, we will be watching to this, and it will look very, very differently. Hey Nazman, how is it going? Welcome. You just joined in the second I was about to say that we're going to end the show. But I'm really happy that you got to send us a message. How you doing, man? Also, you enjoying these MLP experience so far? I'm really excited and happy to see everything, but let me know. Shakespeare is streaming? No, it's not. Let me check if someone streamed the sandbox. Minecraft sandbox. But yeah, let me know if you're enjoying all of these MLP experience, if it's meeting your expectations, if it's below your expectations, if it's above your expectations, if this is exactly what you thought you were going to get, if this is better, this is worse than you wanted to get. Let me know how do you feel about all of these launch in MLP, what also could be implemented in the website that you would feel like this would be really good. So I got a suggestion that was like, hey, you know what would be really cool? To be able to buy MLP from the website. And I was like, that's a really good suggestion, so let me try to work on that as well. So if you feel that you have any type of thought that, hey, you know what would be cool? This to have on the website, just to be able to improve, let me know. I'm really open to feedback as usual. We've always been like that, so let's keep it up at it. The sandbox, let me see. Okay, here. No, I'm the only one streaming over the sandbox. Got Mad Maddie, as usual. Any recommendation to stream? The Bitfox says, not good. We need to go to the moon. Hey, give it time. Make it happen, Bitfox. Give it time. The protocol will work for itself. As long as it keeps steady like this, we're good. We're on the really good track. It just keeps on. So by the time we have been streaming, it grabbed 1, 2, 3, 4 transactions just on this pair alone. on the MLP USDC pair, for example. Let's go over Ethereum. While we were streaming during this 1 hour stream, it got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 transactions. That was quite a lot while we were streaming. And yeah, it's holding up really well. Especially Ethereum had a 6% drop. And we're holding really well compared to Ethereum. USD price feels like, yeah, from it was 46 cents, now it has been 43, now it's 44, but Ethereum wise, it's holding up really nicely for the time being. We can see here also how the protocol is working and how transactions are being handled, and we kind of see that more frequently, and we have this type of bars getting bigger and bigger. So I hope to see over time this just kind of growing. So yeah, good stuff. I wanted to raid. I got distracted. Who can we raid? I'm not sure what type of thing we should raid, because we cannot raid the sandbox. I'm not sure if it would be funny, interesting to raid DeFi. Like, DeFi, let's see what happens. Like, stuff of crypto. But you kind of know Mad Matty. So I guess we're just going to read Mad Matty as usual. There we go. Raid created. Thank you so much for being here. That's going to be the end of our stream. You can find me and you can find everyone also on Discord. If you have not joined yet, please do so. Thank you so much again for being here, for taking your time, for watching the stream, for being interested in the Pickaxe Master and the Master Liquidity protocol. We will be back on next week with more amazing news also. So yeah, pretty crazy, right? I'm super happy that with everything we got to do. I'm really, really excited with everything we got to accomplish. So yeah, that's going to be about it. See you on the next one. Let me know if you have any questions. Keep on sharing those posts over the socials. That's like super important at this stage. One of the most important things is to get this from mouth to mouth, get the word spread on. So keep on liking, sharing, commenting. That's going to help a bunch on the project. Now, take care. Hope you have an amazing day, and we'll be seeing each other on the next week. So until then, have a good one. Play some games, have some fun, and yeah, just enjoy. Cheers. Let's freaking go. Raid went through, and now we're ending up the stream.